Hello again, I'm Catharsis, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. As you can see, we have managed to survive another day. If you watched my last video, you may have noticed I did die a little bit. It was not a good outcome, but I think we've got ourselves situated in a much, much better place now. So, a couple important features about the area that I've managed to find here. I mean, number one is this is close to where some supply drops happen. So those white beams of light that come down there carry these little containers that have supplies in them, and if you can get them, then you get some great stuff that helps boost you ahead. Really, really helpful at this low level. These white ones will really quickly get to be irrelevant as you level up a little bit, but this early in the game, I did manage to snag one actually, and it gave me some really helpful stuff. So there's some spark powder, which I can't use yet, but what I'll be able to use down the road. A simple bed, which would be really helpful. Wooden sign, not so helpful. Standing torches, some storage boxes, which are key for saving up things, because you can harvest extra materials and store it in the box rather than carrying it around, which adds to your encumbrance. Slingshots. I think I also got some fiber and some metal and stuff. So I did get a pretty good haul out of this box, and it's been, there was a really good boost for me actually. Now, this area that I managed to find to set up shop in is really good, because not only is there a river right here in front of me, but there's also like the ocean or the sea or whatever it is that's just on the other side of that hill. I'd run over there, but I'm horribly encumbered, so I'm kind of slow moving right now. There are plenty of trees close by. There are plenty of plants that I can forage from within a short distance. There's actually rocks I can harvest from. I had a really hard time on the beach I was on in the last video trying to find some rocks I could harvest. I don't know whether they just didn't spawn there anymore or people had recently chopped them all up, but there doesn't seem to be too many people in this immediate area. Someone's got a camp right over this hill near this supply drop, but otherwise I have this place pretty much to myself. And lastly, so now that I say it, that's the first carnivorous dinosaur I've seen so far, right down there in the bushes. So for the most part, not a bad place. Now, since we have a good place we can set up shop that has all the necessities for supplies, let's get a building set up. Now, the building gives you a couple of really important benefits. First and foremost is that oh shoot, I don't have enough supplies to actually build too many of these. It gives you a place that you can put your storage boxes so you can store your supplies. It gives you a place to close yourself away from the dinosaurs, so the meat-eating dinosaurs that are running around won't eat you while you're sleeping or some other such thing. It gives you added protection from the environment. So once you fully enclose the room, you get some extra protection against hypothermia. So if you get really cold, you can go inside and your guy will warm up. It gives you a place to put the bed, which I got in that supply drop. The bed, again, very helpful because it gives you a place to respawn. So rather than having to pick some random place to respawn, you can respawn back in your house. And then you know exactly where you're going to be each time. You can have spare supplies there in case you die, someplace you can't reach your body. But you have a really good point of reference to go get your body, because you probably traveled from where your main house was anyway. So, again, really kind of important there. I'm going to increase my weight this time now that I've leveled up, because that'll increase the amount that I can carry, which will be really good for gathering things. So I have 10 engram points to spend. I'm going to learn thatch walls. As I think I'm going to do. I clicked on it. Nothing's happening. What's going on here? Oh, I already learned the thatch walls. Oh, that's why. Jeez. A little slow today. Sorry. Alright, so I could learn the storage box, but I already have some of those, so it's not really a pressing concern for me. Same thing with the slingshot. I'm going to need a thatch door and also a thatch door frame, so I'll get both of those. It would be good to start out with wood, but I kind of want to get a building set up right away. And we'll make a thatch roof here also. Alright, so it's going to take a lot of thatch and a lot of fiber to put this building together, but we'll get something to put together in short order. Okay, so I built a platform for the foundation. Now, the foundation pieces you need to have in order to do any building in the game. So, as you can see, when you pick the piece you want to put down, you get this thing that kind of hovers out. Anywhere that it goes that it's green is a place that you can put it. Obviously, if it changes to red, you can't put it there. I'm going to put this relatively near my campfire, if I can get this placed without... There we go. It is a little tricky sometimes trying to get things to line up when you have to do any kind of complex building later on. But this is really straightforward. I mean, I'm just doing a simple structure. I have one foundation piece. Now this isn't really a very good. This isn't going to make a very good building. I'm going to need a little bit more of a foundation. But if we now that we have this in place, I can take the storage box and we'll put the storage box down, which will give me a place to store some of my supplies. Now the nice thing about the storage box is that it also locks. So the only person that can open the storage box is me. So anything I put in there can't be stolen, which is a plus. And it's probably most importantly in this case is I can unencumber myself by getting rid of some of these supplies that I don't need at this immediate moment. I'm not going to put the bed down just yet. Get rid of some of these extra storage boxes, standing torches. So this will help load quite a bit of weight, and that'll let me gather more of the supplies I need to build the building. So I have lots of fiber, lots of thatch. I think what I'm falling short on might be wood here. So let's I'm sorry. Go into the craftables and see what we need. Alright, so to build the door frame I need 8 thatch, 8 wood. There's 8 thatch, 6 wood, 6 fiber. So I could build a couple of those. I can build like one wall. So it looks like the big shortfall I'm having right now is thatch. So I'm going to go and get some more of that. Now the best way to gather thatch, of course, is with your pickaxe. And you just go beat on a tree. You get a little bit of wood this way too, but you're much more likely to get thatch by using your pickaxe than you are if you use your regular axe. And then if you want to gather wood, of course, you would just use the axe, because that's going to give you your best result. It's kind of nice that this little spot here is it's not really occupied. This is really kind of a key setup here for me. So there are actually, I think, two or three different drop points here for supplies, which is going to be great. Close to water, close to rocks. I mean, everything here looks really good. And I broke my pickaxe. Go me. Alright, I need a rock. Let's see if I can find a rock we can pick up that you need to repair my pickaxe. Looks like I found the one thing that I don't have a lot of here. Random rocks. Oh, there we go. Alright. Just give my pickaxe a quick fix. Get back to gathering some more. See, now there's another supply drop right there. I'm not high enough level to get it yet. When I am, that'll be handy. It takes level 15 to get the green drops. And I'm a measly little level 5 or level 6, something like that. I don't remember. I have terrible memory. Level 6. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got a pretty good haul of thatch there. Let's see how much we can build now. Maybe I can get some more foundations going. Where's the foundation piece? One thing I do find a challenge is seeing the different items that are in your list of engrams. I mean, I only have a few here so far, so it's not too bad, but the more things you learn how to make, the more challenging it is to see any of them. You end up with this huge list in your crafting inventory there, and you can't see stuff very well. You end up having to use the search functions and stuff to try to get to your different items. I don't know, maybe it's just me. If you play the game and you find that you have any issues, or you don't have any issues with getting through the inventory stuff that you make, let me know, because it seems to be just a never-ending pain in the butt for me. Alright, to make this quick and easy to put them down, I'm going to take the thatch foundations and stick them on my quick bar. And then we'll just stick these down. Now, you'll notice that with these pieces, because I'm connecting them to an already existing structure, see how they kind of snap in place? That's kind of ideally what you want. I probably shouldn't have put my box right there. So now I'm going to have to either build over top of my fire, which is not ideal. In fact, I don't think I can. You can see that the piece isn't snapping in there. Or I'm going to have to break the box to move it. So it's kind of a shame, but what are you going to do? I have a total of 6 of these, so that'll give me a good sized building. Oop. Alright, we have the makings of our first survival structure. Still need walls and roof, but gotta start somewhere. Alright. So walls now. Looking at the thatch walls, we need 10 thatch, 2 wood, and 7 fiber. Still have lots of fiber, so I can build a few of those, which is good. Let's get a door frame going here first, though, I think. Now I'm shooting on wood. Wood and thatch. Alright, I'm gonna head out and get some more wood. The nice thing here, too, is that because I can't pick up that green supply drop, it's doing a really good job of lighting up the area for me. Actually, let's harvest the trees that are behind my building. It helps that it's a really clear night out. Now, the game actually has fog as well, so like you get a variety of different weather conditions. Rain, fog, sun, nighttime, obviously. There is a region in here where you can get snow. Fortunately, not where I am now, because I don't have anything that would keep me warm. When the fog comes out at night, though, it's brutal. You can't see anything. Which I suppose is a pretty good reflection of reality, but... yeah, getting a pretty good haul of wood here, I think. These beech trees in particular seem to drop a lot of resources. It's funny, like you see these skinny little trees down here on the beach. You get lots of resources out of them. Oh, am I hungry? Yeah. Lots of resources out, and then you find these great big trees. And I've had ones where I hit them like once, and the tree falls over. You get almost nothing out of it. It was this massive like oak tree, and then you get these skinny little palm tree kind of things, and they give you tons of resources. I'm gonna grab some extra thatch because I know I'm gonna use a lot of that. All right. So let's start first with the door frame. There we go, and then we'll make a door, which I know will be kind of silly if I have a door frame with a door, and it's the only wall I have, but whatever. And then we're gonna make 6 of the walls. Let's see. I'm gonna need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 walls, I think. So I'm gonna be just a little shy. All right. What do we got in our inventory here? So I'm gonna place the door frame first. That I could do like a funny little porch on my house, I guess. Then I wouldn't need that extra wall. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Give my house the vacation-y look, even though I'm having a tough time surviving. Look like we're doing it in comfort. It's pretty quick to set these up once you get used to doing it. And if you're going to be placing multiples of the same item, I really recommend using the hot. What's going on here? There we go. The hot bar here. All right, I think I have just enough walls now. Last wall coming. No, I'm one short. No. I forgot like a house that I can't close. Go me. Did I make the door already? I did make the door. I might as well put the door on. Alright. So I've got a door and I have no solid walls to keep it out. So it looks like I'm just shy like 1 piece of thatch. That's brutal. Okay. I'll go steal the last piece of thatch. We'll get this last wall set up on the house. Actually, I should get some extra thatch here too, because I'm going to need to make a roof now. So the section I'm doing is a 4 square, so I only need like 4 roof pieces, which is good. Oh, my cooked meat is spoiling. All the food in the game only lasts a certain amount of time. It's kind of important to eat it when you can. But there's going to be plenty of times where your food's going to go bad because you can't eat it. You're already full. It's not going to give you any benefit to do it. The spoiled meat does come in handy later on in the game. You can use it for making some narcotic stuff used for tranquilizers and whatnot. Sadly, you can't keep it over the long term because even once the food spoils, the spoiled food will decompose and go away. But later on, at least you'll have a use for it. Alright, getting a good haul of thatch here. Look at all the supply beacons coming down. Those two really bright beams on the right side there are the supply beacons. There's a green monolith, a blue monolith, and a red monolith there. I think there's a total of, I think it's like 6 different monoliths in the game that sit in different positions around the map, so you can kind of use them as a reference point when you're navigating, which is kind of handy. They're huge, though, so you see them from a long way away, and it can be a little tough sometimes to understand how far away that is. Like, so when I first spawned in, I was way over by that green monolith, which is way off in the distance over there. But you know, this is a really far way away from that monolith. So if I look on the little map, it doesn't mark my position on the map, but I'm actually way down at the lower left corner there at 10 and 90, or 90 and 10. I can't remember which one you do in which order, but there's a little stretch of sand there in the very lower left corner of the map. That's where I am right now. I'm on that little stretch. And when I spawned in on that green, monolith there, it was halfway up the map. And you saw how far I ran, and it was still, not even close. But oh shoot! All right, so I've succeeded in breaking my pick again. Let's see what we got here. See if I have enough for the walls. One more wall, and then thatch roof. Oh, thatch roof takes a lot. Fiber. Come on. Of all things to run short of, I'm running short of fiber. Fortunately, fiber is really easy to gather. You just run around stealing a bunch of plants. Later on in the game, I'll get access to a sickle, which you can use to gather fiber. Sadly, it's by the time you get access to it, you don't really. I don't know that you really even need it so much. I'm encumbered. Probably because I have that wall on me. What, you mean it's awkward to walk around carrying a wall on your back? No. Everything should be fine. Alright, so we've achieved our first objective and giving ourselves 4 walls here to keep ourselves relatively safe. Now, the thatch really isn't the best structure. I mean, it can just be smashed through. You can come up with a hatchet and whack your way through it, but it does give you at least some benefit. So there's some protection. It gives you a place to house your stuff. If it starts to pour rain and you're freezing, you get the little ice cube status indicator on the lower left. Then you have a place that you can go to that'll help warm you up, because you can't really warm up when you're wet. You can go over by a campfire, and that helps a little bit, but you still end up with that little cold symbol. So this way you can actually go inside. But then also too is that, and probably more importantly, you have a place to hide, or to log out of the game where you're not laying out in the open, where somebody's going to drag your body to some mysterious rock in the ocean, or some carnivorous animal is going to come along and eat your brain or something. I'm encumbered. All right, I must have a lot of wood on me if I'm this encumbered. Slow moving. I did ditch a lot of stuff in that chest already, so it's got to be the wood that I'm carrying, unless maybe I picked up some quantity of stone or something. Oh, whoa! Okay, so there's one of the funny little alpha things. You get these little lag spikes in a rubber band and go back to some point in time where you were before. All right, so you can see some of the stuff I've already unloaded in there. Let's get rid of this sign here. We'll put that in. Don't really need it. I'll put the spoiled meat in here for now, although again I don't really need it too much. If I'm out of thatch, lots of wood. What is holding me down though? 52 fiber. Not much stone. I'll get the metal out of here. That's unnecessary weight. Alright, let's see if we can build some roofing now. Alright, I can craft 5 of them, so I can do 4. I don't know how many times I hit the button. What have I got there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going to hit one more time. Alright, again, I'm going to put this down in the quick bar because I'm going to do it a bunch of times. No, it didn't go. Come on. I had no idea what happened. Where did it go? What happened to my... Oh, that's weird. It's stuck in an odd place. Well, whatever. As long as I have it, I guess. That's 1. Oh, gosh. It's hard to line these up sometimes. That's 2. It's going to get really dark in here because I'm blocking all the light out. That's 3. Last piece. Do we have shelter? 4. We have shelter. Yeah, look at that. Super low roof. I guess I better not raise this torch too high. And another news today. A local man was burned to death inside his thatch building when he thought it would be a good idea to have a torch. Not so much. Alright. Now, there are 2 of these stand torches I can put out here. These are really handy because they kind of stay in place. So let's get 2 of these standing torches. Again, a really good find from the supply drop. Got super lucky to get that. I'm going to take 1 standing torch and we'll put it outside here so I can have it as a beacon when I want it. Use a little less wood than the campfire does. And then for inside, we'll put a torch right in here too so that I have a light source when I'm inside. I don't know if I want it. If I can put it in here. No, it's too tall. I can't put it in here. Oh, can I? Yeah, we got it. Good. This thing would definitely burn me to death. Yeah, so there's got a lot of realism in the game, but not everything, I guess. And lastly, I'm gonna put this bed down, so if I die, I know that this is where I'm coming back to instead of somewhere else. Hold on. Gotta get that in my inventory first. Simple bed. This would have been a lifesaver before when I was jumping off of cliffs and going splat and getting eaten by the dilos. I'm gonna kind of put it in the middle of the room, so if anything tries to attack me through the walls, maybe? Nah. Yeah, whatever. I'll stick it in the corner. It's not like you actually sleep on it, it's just where you respawn. Perfect. Oh, wow, that is one ugly bed. I wonder what they would charge for that at the Hilton. Okay. Alright, I think so we're all set for a really basic building. We've got storage, we've got a place to respawn now. I can get into the elements, so you can see in the lower left there I've got that cold indicator, and then when I go inside my building, and I get the benefit of being inside, and that cold indicator goes away. Cold? Not cold. See? Very handy. I'm going to call it a wrap on this video, and we'll come back next time and see what other kind of mischief we can get into with the game. So many cool things to do in this. Lots of exploring. I have a whole lot more resources to gather. I'm going to do some leveling up. And then we'll see what we can get access to. Maybe next time we'll have some more structural pieces we can build. Make this a little bit prettier of a setup. One of the things I'm really looking forward to getting in the skills you can learn is access to the raft, which I think is somewhere around level 15, if I'm not mistaken. Lots of funny things you can get here. Wood shield, that's handy. Where's the raft? Here's all the wood walls and stuff. It's level 10, so we got a little bit of leveling to get to that. There's the raft. What is that? Level 15 to get to the raft. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna be shooting for next in the near future anyway. Thanks again for checking out the videos. I hope you enjoy these. If there is anything in particular about the game you'd like to see, let me know. I'm going to be doing some tutorial videos for this as well, and focusing on some of the more challenging aspects of the game, like things like taming different animals. Maybe we can try that next time if I get enough supplies stocked away. Things like irrigation, a variety of other things. So thanks again for checking out the videos. I'm of course Catharsis, and I will catch all of you next time.